Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is GC Performance here, back with another video. Today I have you guys the Trek Domane SL7. It's a 2021 in the SRAM Force 2x setup. This is a size 54 centimeters, and this is with pedals, cages, and a full swap box and garment on there. Weighing in at 22 pounds, 3 ounces, and 10.06 kilos. So stay tuned to after video where you guys will hear a free advice on testing that wheel as well. Thank you guys so much. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is GC Performance here. So today I have for you guys the brand new 2021 Trek Domane. This is the SL7, the 500 OCLV series. This is a 2021 brand new for this year. The bike retails for $7,000 with the SRAM Force setup, the 2x12. On here, it weighed in at 22 pounds, 3 ounces. And this is your guys' real world weights that you guys wanted. As you can see here, the customer has flat pedals on here just because he's just enthusiast cyclist. He just wants to ride and he wants to be comfortable. I think he uses for gravel and just around the neighborhood. It's not a big deal. Cages are on. Swap box is full with a little tube and extra stuff inside there as well. And then I'll show you guys more detail on that in a little bit. And also we have on here the bigger Bontrager commuter fluid saddle, which this thing looks comfy as all heck. And we have a Garmin on here, the 1030, even with a mirror, and we got a light mount. So I'll go ahead and break this this bike on down, show you guys all the features of it, yeah, we'll get right into it. So 2021 for this year, this bike retails for $7 grand. It comes with an aluminum bar by Bontrager, just a normal Bontrager stuff on here. It does come with an aluminum Bontrager stem as well. The bike does come with SRAM Force shifters on here, so this is wireless shifting. They are hydraulic disc brakes as well. Going on down to the headset area, you can see the cables that ran underneath the bar here. They have this little clip to kind of house them a little bit better. Down inside here for internal cables, and then they run to the front brake and also the rear brake. The wheels on here are going to be the Bontrager EOS Pro 3V. This bike is more of their endurance model bike. They do have it set up kind of more for gravel. You can see he put a 700 by 32 tire on here, so much wider, and it is tubeless ready as well. So he has a gummel on here, but this bike, being that it's a Trek Domane, it can take up to a 700 by 38. So pretty massive tire. You can definitely do some gravel riding with it. So you can buy this bike, get 2 sets of tires, have it for an endurance road bike and also a gravel bike as well. So very nice. He does have SRAM Force center lock brakes on here, SRAM Force caliper brake on there. Going down, this is a beautiful matte gray paint job with the Trek logo in like a matte satin chrome color. They do have this little SWAT storage box inside here as well. What that's going to be used for, you can fit like a pump inside there, maybe CO2s, an extra tube, some storage like fuel as well. They have a little tool kit inside there, which is pretty cool. So if you need to do some adjustments on there, very badass, but just enough space for what you need inside there. So I always like to see that, especially on these kind of endurance gravel bikes where you want the most backpack capabilities. You can do that with that. They have their ISO speed on here, so you get a little bit of play or a little bit of a compliance seat inside that seat post, which is great. You're gonna get that little like rubber elastomer thing right there. Again, it's gonna be compliant. Seat post is adjusted right here, and you can raise this up. This is a carbon fiber seat post. This customer chose to swap out the saddle. I mean, I'm not even gonna hate. This thing looks super comfortable, very jelly. Again, he's just an avid cyclist. It's an older gentleman, but he's been in the bike game for a long time. He just wanted a really nice bike to ride around the neighborhood, to get in some miles. He has the extra income for it, so why not buy a nice bike, you know? Crank on here is going to be a 2x, so you have a 46 33 in the front. You get the SRAM Force front derailleur. Again, this is wireless, so you have the wireless battery right here and the wireless battery in the back as well. These are interchangeable. If you ever run out of battery, you can always take this one off the front, swap it to the rear. So remember that, because you are going to be using your rear derailleur probably more, so that might run out first, so you can always swap that out. He does have on these big Bontrager pedals on here. Again, he's just an enthusiast, so he doesn't want to clip in and out, just wants to get some riding. So the weight I gave you, keep that in mind for these are pretty heavy pedals. These are not your standard look pedals, you know, that go on the bike. Being that this is an endurance bike as well, fork is more raked out, head tube is taller. It's going to be more of a comfort bike for sure, so you can do long distance on there. Going to the rear, you have a SRAM Force rear derailleur. It is a mid cage and then a 1033 in the back with a SRAM Force chain and SRAM Force cassette And again, the rear you have the Bontrager ELS Pro 3V wheels, very wide rims, and I believe it's a Bontrager hub, yes. And I think it's like DT internals, so you guys will hear a free of body sound test at the end of the video. Stay tuned after that. But they sound nice, a lot of engagement there. And again, he does have the Bontrager 700 by 32 tires on here, which these things are massive. I mean, these things literally look like a hybrid tire on there, which they are. So you can do distance, you can do gravel on there. And like I said, these things can fit up to a 38 on here, a 700 by 38 if you like to. You have your little duo tap on here. This with the integrated speed and cadence sensor for the Garmin to pair it up, which is always nice. It is a little bit big, not my cup of tea, but whatever. And didn't even notice that. You can see he's got the little reflectors even on here, so you can save some weight by taking those things off, which is not bad at all. But yeah, mirror on here as well. I gotta show you guys, but he's got a mirror on there as well. This bike is set up for a perfect cruising bike. You can do a lot with this thing. Very cool. This bike is a through axle as well, so you can also take this little Bontrager little lever out here to unscrew your through axle. This will actually go from here, to the front. So it's interchangeable, so that way you don't need to take out that tool every single time you want to remove your wheels if you needed to. But all in all, for $7 grand, I was actually really blown away by how light this bike was. Granted, you got the pedals on there, you got the full SWAT kit, you got the cages, you got everything on there, but $7 grand, this is a beautiful looking bike. Compared to the Roubaix, $7,000 with the Roubaix, I think is a Roubaix Pro. They're two classes of their own. I mean, I don't know which one I pick because I love the look of this Trek, this color, but the Roubaix does have this future shock that's built into it that's not on this bike right now. That's the only thing I see is really cool. I know you guys might think it's gimmicky, but that future shock is amazing. It works really well. You don't lose any power by pedaling, which a lot of people think that when you're pedaling on there, you're gonna lose power. That's not the case at all. It's above the bike frame, so it actually does not engage at all. So that is one thing, and maybe you'll see more companies integrate that into their into the bikes later on down the road, but that's the only thing I'll give the Specialized Roubaix above this Trek Domane. That being said, the look of it looks amazing. The tire clearance is great. You have a well-capable bike of doing a lot of things to it. And $7 grand ain't bad at all. I mean, for everything you're getting. $7 grand is a lot of money, but you're getting carbon wheels, a carbon frame. It's their endurance carbon. It's not their top-of-the-line carbon they make, but you are getting their endurance carbon on there, which is capable of doing a lot. And you got some nice wheels and some nice components on there as well. You got wireless 2x12 speed shifting, so very cool. But keep that in mind, guys, and thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. All right, guys, we got here the Trek Domane 2021 SL7. Here comes a free of body sound test. Sounds great. A lot of engagement, which is great for what you want for gravel bikes. All right, guys, see you in the next video.